For young South Africans, education is the most important barrier in our insider and outsider economy. On the one side are learners and students who have access to high quality teaching, school resources and tertiary education opportunities. And on the other side are the hundreds and thousands of learners who leave school every year and struggle to find a job. We believe that all South Africans should be able to access high quality, affordable education so that they can have the opportunity to pursue a better life. The education system in our country is in crisis. Government spends 20% of the country's national budget on education, but the standard of education remains among the worst in the world. Many countries in Africa, such as Kenya, Ghana, Botswana, achieve much better education outcomes for a lot less money spent. Our problem is not lack of money. South Africa's educational problems relate to three things. Firstly, access. Secondly, quality. And thirdly, accountability. So given our analysis of the situation, what we've done is develop a set of targeted policies, well-calibrated policies, designed to address these most pressing challenges. Firstly, in order to improve the quality of teaching, the DA will introduce a scarce skills allowance for teachers. This will be added to the salaries of teachers who possess scarce subject knowledge or who produce very good results for schools located in poor areas. This will create incentives for teachers to specialize in subjects like mathematics and science and encourage talented teachers to apply for positions in schools situated in disadvantaged areas. Secondly, to provide training workshops for teachers during school holidays to improve their literacy and numeracy teaching skills. Thirdly, to build additional classrooms at good schools, but also to build additional specialized maths and science secondary schools that focus on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. The question of access to quality education for poor South Africans, the Democratic Alliance will, firstly, build additional classrooms at schools that are high performing to accommodate more learners, especially from disadvantaged communities, so that they can gain access to high quality education that are presently there. Secondly, to introduce a nationwide bursary scheme to help academically talented learners from low-income families so that they can get access to high quality primary and secondary school education. Thirdly, to introduce supervised walking groups for learners. These will be rolled out in all school districts in DA-run municipalities where violent crime poses a threat to the safety of learners who commute. When it comes to the question of accountability and governance in the education system, the Democratic Alliance will do the following. Firstly, introduce minimum qualifications for school principals. All new school principals will be required to meet those requirements, and existing principals will be required to meet them within 8 years. Secondly, to introduce regular teacher testing in the subjects they teach in order to determine subject knowledge and competence. This is a no-brainer. If you teach in a particular area, you must clearly know your subject. So we will want to test that. This will then guide additional training. We're committed to development and training to fix any deficits and introduce an incentive for teachers to monitor their subject knowledge and ensure that it is up to date. And finally, to introduce new teacher strike legislation that makes teachers' right to strike subject to certain limitations and certain barriers to minimize disruption of the classroom for learners.